I am here at Snoqualmie Falls Park. It's about 30 miles east of Seattle, Washington. It's one of the most popular waterfalls in the entire state. It's a 270-foot drop. You have two vantage points to check out. The first one is the upper lookout. It's straight, easy, takes no time at all. Then if you'd like to check out the lower lookout point, it's a 1.4 mile round trip hike. So we're gonna do both today. It's a Tuesday morning, it's dreary, it's rainy, perfect time to visit. Not many people here, so let's get to Snoqualmie Falls. So right now we're in the upper park. There are 3 viewpoints here. I didn't even know that. We could try and check them all out. Then there's the trail. It says steep, but it leads down to the lower park and the viewpoint there. And I don't know about the historic train depot. We'll probably skip that. And here's a preview. This is what the views are supposed to look like, but this is as good as it gets. So they have a visitor center on the grounds. Let's go see what Snoqualmie Falls is all about. Here we go. This is the observation point at the upper viewing area. And here we have Snoqualmie Falls. Wow. To be exact, it's 268 feet. This is awesome. Best waterfall I've seen in a while. Funny, like compared to Wallace Falls, where I just was recently, I mean, this puts it to shame. I mean, you're so close to the falls. And it's perfect right now. It's about 63 degrees outside, not sunny. Let's see if we could find the 2 other lookout points here in the upper part of the park. Let's now walk down and find another lookout observation point. Here's the next viewpoint. And wonderful looking again from this second observation point. Let's move on and see what else we could find. Here's the trailhead sign that leads to the lower deck viewing point. Let's take it. It should be 1.4 miles round trip. They said it would be a little bit of a steep incline-decline, but this is really nothing to worry about. Just an extra note I thought of, it's actually free to visit here, which is really surprising considering how crowded it could get. But parking was free as well. I parked across the street from the actual waterfall. But if you do want to park closer, you could pay a $7 fee and be right up front. But I was okay with it. There's a footbridge you take and you're right here. And on the trek down to the lower viewpoint, this is, your typical rainforest, like Pacific Northwest type of setting. Almost there. Just have to pass over this boardwalk. And this is the Lower Falls viewpoint. I mean, it's not as dramatic as the upper, but still it's like a different vantage point. Just the surrounding terrain. Pretty impressive from the lower deck. Wow, look how crowded it could get here at the Lower Falls viewpoint. I mean, you just have this little section here to see the falls, so it could really pack in a lot of people. Wow. One last glance at the lower deck viewpoint. So the lower viewing deck, you know, it's not as special because it's tight spacing. There's not much of a platform to work with. At the upper, you could definitely spread out more. You have a couple viewpoints. But yeah, let's go. I'll make sure I covered everything before purchasing a souvenir and calling it a day. They do have the Salish Lodge here. Nice accommodations beside the falls. Here's the footbridge I was talking about, so you could park straight ahead there and then cross the bridge to get to the falls. If you park here, $7 fee for up to 2 hours. I didn't notice a third viewing point. I just walked next to the lodge, nothing there. So anyhow, gonna grab a souvenir at the gift shop and wrap things up. So this is gonna end my time here at Snoqualmie Falls. Pretty awesome waterfall, 268-foot drop. The upper viewing platform area is definitely the best, the most worthwhile. In fact, you could probably even skip the lower viewing deck if you don't feel like hiking down. Anyways, I can only imagine on weekends and when the weather is nice out, this place being packed. But glad I got to visit on a dreary day. Less people, less congestion, so appreciate you coming along on this one. Catch you on the next one.